Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. My name is Dylan Raymond, military to civilian transition expert, military recruitment, subject matter expert, bilingual, speaking corporate and military speak. I want to give a tip primarily to those that are interested in becoming process operators. I come across a lot of service members that may be applying for the process operator, but may not necessarily have industry experience. That's great. Industry experience would be great, but what I want you to do is to think about what you've done in the military, and you can pretty much believe that what you've done had some type of process. So I don't care if you was a cook, there was a process of preparing the food, there was a process of identifying how many people you had to cook for, what was the process to determine how much food to get, how long do you cook it for, how early do you have to prepare the food to make sure that it's delivered on time. I don't care if you make sandwiches. Guess what? I've never seen at a Subway where you go to order and the first thing they do is grab the meat, grab the toppings. No, they got a line. The process is when I'm heating the bread up, I got to put safety gloves on. Then I determine what bread you want. Then I determine what toppings or what ingredients you want. Then I determine the meat. All the way down the line till I deliver a delicious, scrumptious sandwich to you, which will in return make you revisit my store. I don't care if you're a real estate agent. You have a process. You don't sell a person a house without what? Making sure they qualify. You don't process an application until you make sure that they're qualified, that they put down earnest money, that they're able to be able to close the deal on that particular property. You're going to be safe when you're going to show homes. So that's also all a process. So you got to keep that in mind as well. Whether you're a mechanic, you have a process. When you're going up on a vehicle that may not be working properly, you know, you're going to troubleshoot, ask some questions. What is it doing? How long has it been doing it? Monitor the gauges, see if there's any fluid leaking. So I want you to think about that. Just wanted to give you an example that you don't necessarily have to be in the industry, because you have to get experience somewhere. So utilize what you already know, what you already have, but you have to be able to explain it. So I can explain how to make a sandwich in the process and connect the dots and say, you know what? That's exactly how I would do it when I became a process operator. I would do number 1, number 2, I would 3, number 4 to make sure that I'm keeping my unit safe, that I'm increasing profits, that I am doing it safe for my team, and I'm managing the product that I'm working on. So I just wanted to give my service members, men and women, a tip. Don't worry too much about industry experience. Great, I'm glad you got that P-Tech degree. I'm glad that you were able to get some things that's going to put you at the tip of the spear to get you successful in that in the interview or in the industry. So think safety, think teamwork, think troubleshooting, and think about the things that you have done in the military where you've done it in the process. Doing the PT test. You don't ever see them do the run first, especially in the Army. You do the push-ups, you do the sit-ups, you do the 2-mile run. They give you a certain amount of time in between each event. Again, that's a process. The process has to be completed in a certain amount of time. You got to have a certain amount of graders to the certain amount of people that's coming through. You have to be able to do it within a specific time. So I want you to really dig deep. I want you to think about some things and how once you get that interview, you would close the dots, close the deal. And just think about the things that you've done as a process, because you're really a process operator. It's just a different product, it's a different environment, but it's very similar to where you have worked in the industry. So again, my name is Dylan Raymond. I am a military to civilian transition expert, subject matter expert, military recruiting guru, and my passion is to be able to empower, educate, inspire our men and women that have bravely toed the line and given their all, to serve their country. So thank you so much for listening. Hope this information was helpful. If you find it helpful, share it, like it, connect with me on LinkedIn, and follow some of the things that I'm doing and what I'm doing in the military space. God bless you. Peace and blessings.